Blaze, you fired you up, boy. Hoppy say he make it. Hoppy say I see Blaze and I see JW. And I put them two fellas together.
Quasi obviously said he did it, but I didn't know of it.
But now he could claim that he made it.
Well, he could claim that Blaze has added so much to Scorch. Blaze did Scorch into a real radio station and I give him that. Drama is me and I am drama. You can't take the drama out of me and you can't take me out of the drama. There's nobody could do drama like me.
The radio war's been going on.
When this thing started, I was like, what going on here, boy? I want to make my move and what you doing?
JW and Blaze again, friends to the very end.
To the very end.
Don't go on the end, come on.
But
you are now live with us on the Corie Sheppard Podcast.
Mommy, look out for me and get through. Don't miss this one.
it's gonna be sexy.
Blaze, you fired you up, boy.
Well, not
I see men come and
exactly.
record. I don't tell people, right? We sit down and we record a whole episode. Yeah, man can keep secrets.
But when you see when money involved with NDA and all kind of thing, you see, I ain't playing with that. You see when court involved?
Yeah.
I good.
You keep it
Man
together,
say, so
boy.
what now? And you sign NDA now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I have men in the background asking me, how you gonna bring Blaze here and you ain't gonna ask him about moving? I say, Blaze, what? I say, where this happen?
Yeah, boy. Well, you know, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, the only thing constant in this whole world is change. And they always say, a Rolling Stone gathers no moss. You know, all these nice things, you just conjure up in the head when you're moving now. Instead of that, stay put, because you don't know, you don't know what happening next time.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So, you reach a phase where you're saying, what's next? You know, you wanna, yes, I still have it. You know, what's going on?
Yeah.
And, you get opportunities and you got opportunities. Well, I got opportunities in the past, and then I say, you know what, I want to take this opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Quincy and I, we spoke again and again and again. And he was like, "Yo, boy, Blaze, boy." You know what I mean? So I say, "Well, cool. Let's see what could happen." You know
Gotcha.
what I mean?
So Scorch it is.
Scorch it is.
Yeah,
Scorch
I saw the resignation. Yeah, we are kind of a post that we ain't sure what it is, but we kind of sure with a power button.
Yeah, the reset button,
Yeah.
Because I didn't know how to, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to seem
we in that age group.
Yeah, that's like, I don't want to seem too watery. I don't want to seem cry.
Yeah.
I don't want to, injure the station.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because
that was my concern too, because it's not slash and burn. I'm not that type of guy now.
Yeah.
I still have respect. I still love what was done on Slam. I love how they treated me, how we operate. I spoke with the managing director. We spoke at length, and it had no animosity there. And we still good, Jared. So at the end of the day, I didn't want it to be, I make this major announcement to make them lose,
of course,
or damage them in any way. That's not my intention. My intention is just to move on.
Yeah, so you handle
peaceably
it in a delicate way.
Yeah, I handle it in a delicate way until it hit.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
But you see, man, anything you do is talking.
Yeah,
from
that's
what
went on. Yeah, so I just started to put a little thing so people didn't really take it on, like, all right, cool, please, maybe a t-shirt or something.
But boy, when the rumors start, they fly.
Yeah,
like my experience on radio is where you see, and we talk about some of that. We talk about, and Hoppy talk about it here, moving radio stations and things. It's a big thing to us as radio fans.
Yeah.
Guys, a man listening to you every morning.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Song real sad. I want to tell you that.
Man, apologize to him for me. Apologize to him. Tell him uncle didn't mean it.
I ain't telling me that you're going somewhere else. I tell him just off radio. Sometimes I keep them on their toes. He's very sad right now.
Gosh.
But we've come from a world where when somebody leave a radio station under whatever terms, good or bad, you don't hear, you just tune in the next Monday and you just hear somebody else and nobody explains it to you.
Yeah.
And it's a world where they didn't have social media neither. Nobody couldn't come and say something to people and those kind of things. But I was real, I feel good when I saw Slam and the group put out something.
Yeah, they did. And that's why I say, I don't want to damage anything with the GML network. I still have a lot of friends there. And I just didn't want to do it. It was just I had to move on.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? I got the opportunity, I got the chance, and I had to move on because it was my time to move on. I found that, I felt that way, sorry.
Got you.
And in terms of, you don't want to say, Another thing is that, people might say, well, you didn't even tell where you was going. But remember, when you go into a competitor, you can't say it on a station. I can't say on Slam, well, tune in next 2 weeks on Scorch for Blaze. That sort of thing. You're further damaging. You're further damaging. So people might say, well, you didn't even say it was going, but you can't.
Right.
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I wonder for you how it is on that last day. But how long you were there? That's
12 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I was there. We 2014. Yeah.
Wow. So in that
January
last
2014,
last time,
January, first week of January.
Gotcha. So you're cracking the mic and you're going on there knowing that this is gonna be a last day. What is it like emotionally? But it's still
it wasn't easy, And thank God that day, that Friday, was real busy.
Yeah.
I didn't have time at interviews here, segment, so I didn't have time to. Yeah, I was like, they know I'm going or something.
Yeah.
So they're trying to squeeze in everything into the show.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
I was like, they know I'm going out. I started second guess myself because the show was now the show is always busy.
Yeah.
But it was real busy. And I was like, they know I'm going. They try to squeeze in everything.
Hilarious.
You know
hilarious.
what I mean? So it kept me busy and I wanted to say something, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
I didn't want to damage anyone.
That makes sense. I think it was well handled. It's one of the better ones we've seen in recent times.
Yeah,
like you said, the radio war's been going on. We see real movement,
And listener, Corie, when this thing start, I was like, what going on here, boy?
Yeah. Oh, you yourself thinking that?
Yeah, because I want to make my move and what you're doing. What are you doing? You understand? And we were in negotiations and it kept on going and going and going. And I was like, why are you guys resigning and going all over the place?
It's one of them things like Street Fighter. I remember going in the arcade.
Yeah.
We play game. Now we reach the biggest boss move because that is the biggest move in the radio was for me.
Oh my goodness, boy.
So we can look forward to at Scorch, boy, because we know Scorch to be a different type of place.
It's a different type of place. It's a place. It's very progressive. Kwesi and they have a lot of young people in, which I love. You know what I mean? It's a different way to do radio. That's what we're looking at.
Right.
It's a different way we start and we say, well, you can't just go back and do the same thing you were doing.
Sure.
You could do the same thing, but obviously there must be improvements and advancements. And it's just, we figuring it out.
Gotcha.
We have some figured out, but we will figure out as we go along, just as anything else.
Of course.
The program I do now, all the things that I do, it was done over time.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's so compact now and it's so part of people's routine that they didn't even know when it was established.
No, yeah, it just feels
there
like
was a time when it had no drama Wednesday.
There
was
was talking about that co-creation thing is you and the callers, everybody make it into their thing. You know what I
mean?
But when we listen to Scorch now, we don't hear nobody talking. You go and talk and thing, right? You're not just going there.
Yeah. And I go and hum.
Yeah, I was very nervous.
Yeah.
I wonder if we just go and hear drops now. Or them
No. We're going to talk full morning show. Full thing.
Nice.
6 to 9 we're doing. We have some extra plans too. So we exploring a lot. What's that?
Any TV?
Yes. They have an ecosystem.
Right.
So obviously you will be. It could be all over.
Well, you see, I was right when we record the episode. I keep saying runway instead of rundown. Maybe that is what coming. You know what I mean?
Who knows? Walking on the runway now, man.
Yeah, who walking on the runway? We had to find out our fan questions before we get into the real episode.
Yeah.
The fans go want to know what go happen Wednesday coming.
Well, with me or with the station?
Yeah, because when we were accustomed to you have a drama Wednesday in the morning, no. So
well, the thing is, drama is me and I am drama.
Yeah.
I mean, that is what it is. You can't take the drama out of me, and you can't take me out of the drama. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll say it unapologetically, there's nobody could do drama like me.
I want to second that.
Come on, I mean,
good.
I invented the thing for crying out loud. So there will be drama. There has to be. As a matter of fact, there might be more drama. Who knows?
Yeah, I hope Scorch rules loose. You know what I mean? So that
we loose. We cool.
Listen, the drama done happening already, because you ask you what you're doing in your downtime now. Because you're home. I expecting you listening to radio, you say you're getting your late sleep, right? So let me fill in on what happened over the last 2 weeks while you're gone, right?
Yeah, please.
People asking Miles what he doing. My social media person tell me, Blaze take out Slam out of his bio. Them youths different now, eh?
I did?
I don't know. That what she say.
She did. I didn't.
Well,
I don't think so.
I don't know. Well, maybe it was never there.
Probably was never there. In all honesty, I didn't take it. I reached so far. The only thing I changed was a reset picture.
And that's
as far as I went.
Well, okay, tell you, she watch Milestone and she say Milestone's still there.
Oh.
So only in talks, where's the plan? I know we go ask Miles when he come here, but...
Yeah. If we what? If
in other words, I know Miles still on Slam.
Yeah, Miles is still on Slam.
I just assume all the negotiators are units. When I hear Blaze and Miles, I think it's one thing.
Yeah. But sometimes, you can't move as you want.
Of course.
It happens. And it might happen in the future. You don't know. I don't want to script on you, man.
Sure.
But anything is possible.
Yeah.
But Miles can handle himself.
He handled himself over the last 2 weeks because he hanging up on people. A man calling say, where Blaze? Like, click.
Back. Yeah, don't know what I will talk. You know what I will talk. Them callers real. They're vicious.
Yeah,
they're very vicious human beings.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. I want to wish you the best as you move forward to it as well.
Thank you for that, man. Corie,
but before we go, I
I
had to tell you that Hoppy say he make it. When Hoppy was here, Hoppy say, I see Blaze and I see JW.
Yeah.
And I put them two fellas together and I created like Siskel and Ebert or like Stan Buckwild.
Yeah.
No, he could claim that he made it.
He could claim he could claim that Blaze has added so much to Scorch. That's so he could say, boy, Blaze did Scorch into a real radio station. I didn't give him that. Crazy. I didn't give him that one. He turned Scorch into a real radio station now, boy.
Well, congrats in advance. Number one, out the gate. So we can get to the real thing we record now for people.
Yes.
Let me do that.
Should we?
Yeah, we should. Welcome to the Corie Sheppard Podcast. Thank you for everybody who's been tuning in. Thank you for all the new viewers and listeners that have been here. Today I have a guest. How long we waiting now? We waiting. I was here. Problems on his end, problems on my end. But we're here. We are the Mayor, Sour City, Road March winner, radio announcer, Blaze Mogul. How are you going, sir?
How you going, Corie? Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. Sorry for the...
I had to apologize to you.
Yeah, some people was like, I said, no, it's not Corie's fault. It's just that we didn't mesh,
But I appreciate you saying
that. It's not Corie's fault.
Boy,
He good.
It's my fault. It's 100% my fault. Listen, we had to start this episode in a strange place, right?
Yeah.
First with some thanks. Because I appreciate you always going on the radio and talking about them parking by St. John's Day. See that by the president's house?
Man, by Botanical Gardens.
Right.
I just, you see, I look at it where, all right, it's a little inconvenient, but I also look at the danger of it. Mm-hmm. Because people be opening cars. I say, with a baby the other day, she in the lane, and children coming out and... So it's like,
I appreciate you making that call. I live in Cascade now, so we passing there all the time.
Yes.
Dangerous, because when Bravo was here, he was talking about there's a women's rugby team training there.
Yeah.
There's a few track clubs.
Yeah.
And to me, these are our future heroes. We can't have them risking their life running across that savannah like that when people park on that side. I'd be worried.
Yeah. It'll be nice.
But the next thing we had to start with is our apology.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to apologize to Brandon Stryker. You really that was rough, Blaze. That was rough.
That night it was a strange night. It was a strange
some
night.
Things intend to be.
Yeah, it's like we myself, Johan, and Lynx. We come together. We like Song Clash.
Right.
I mean, from ever since. It was Diamond D. I mean, he lives in the US now. He's a pastor, by the way.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, he's still a pastor. So Diamond D, Lynx, Johan, myself, and we would always come together when it's Song Clash time. We like it.
Right.
So Diamond's not with us. So we come together and we said, well, we going is an exhibition.
Right, yeah.
We ain't really going to harass anybody.
No, that was the plan.
Cool. Yeah, that was the plan. We cool. Johan say, no problem, man. We have things here in case anything happen. We good to go. So I came from a function,
right?
A formal function in San Fernando, and I come up the road. Quasi was saying that, where is? I say, I'm coming up the road now, give my ting. So while I coming up the road now, you want, where is? Ting. So I say, all right, cool. So I reach now, and by the time I reach, I parking, everybody was inside already. I heard jugglers playing, Mighty Jugglers.
Right.
But I know, well,
in the intro.
Yeah. Well, I say, people know that's us. We have these little
100%.
These little
100%
things. People know that Cell Construction, how they moving.
And looking forward to hearing Cell play that after so many years.
Yeah. So I say, well, all right, I went there now, and then I sat down. I sat down and he was talking and he was saying this and that and da-da-da. So I take a seat now and I sit down right behind him because I like to hear what people say. So Links come tell me something. I said, nah, just hold on. Give me 5 seconds. I just want to hear because I need to know my rebuttal. That's how I just look at it though. I don't go in wild. I like to hear. So then when I went in and I said, you know what? We really didn't come for this. I didn't come for this. I come to just have a good time and thing. Right. But you know what? You're going and get it.
Yeah,
you're going and get it.
I feel away, you know, watching the crowd. And for people who didn't know, is what was this? Fully Loaded, Reloaded? What was the name of it? Hoppy bring
it
back
was Radioactive 30.
That's right.
Yeah, Radioactive 30th anniversary.
And it was supposed to be a fun thing, you know what I mean? No big competition, no clash.
No, it was just to be cool.
But as fans,
we
want to see what you
They
do.
want to see Bacchanal. They want to see
Brandon
Bacchanal.
and them come out and they start to look to them. They come out and they start it. I think when they play that is a shot.
Yeah, boy, that is a shot.
Everybody watch it.
I realize it's a shot because saying, oh, so you wanna, you know, you kind of, you want to put me on one foot then?
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't taking that.
They come out real calm to in line. You have it still though. Yeah, you come out calm and cool, walking slow. I say, all right, it's looking like it. It's like, Brandon, here we go. Yeah?
That was the worst.
And this time they're right behind me anything. I ain't even want to turn wrong. I say, this isn't looking good. But how it feel, boy, being back on stage itself?
Real good. Yeah. Just, you know, we love it. Because we come from a place, I mean, people come from different places now in media, and we have to accept that. Some people come from different spaces, but we came from music. And most of my generation, we love music, and that's how we became what we became, because of the love of music. So with the Sound Clash culture, is about, you know, it's first and foremost about music, about building these things, seeing the reaction, is music. So it felt like, but it feel real good.
Yeah.
It feel real good. And 2 more, and I would be sharp.
Serious? You wasn't sharp?
I wasn't sharp then. I was real dull.
What you saying?
2 more Corie and I sharp.
I believe that.
Sharp.
Let me tell you something. It looks sharp to me. You know? Yeah, I think I haven't seen a Clash audience with that amount of people in a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when they do events, and maybe it's who you used to call young songs now who doing more of that than the songs we know.
Yeah.
Boy, when you going in Songforge, you parking right in front of Songforge. For this one now, I see all Fatima full people.
Down the road, all by Mukrapo and thing full, yeah.
I was wondering if that is when the bug bite men and men sort of say, well, it's got to be a war.
Yeah, I feel so. And you know what? What I like is that the rivalry, what I realize is that the rivalry never came down. Because it have the Radioactive fans, it have the Jugglers fans, it had the Cell Construction fans, and well, Excalibur, you know, different.
Of course.
Maximilia. And people came and people were wearing their little t-shirt and thing. So it felt like back in Harvard's days.
Yeah, boy, remember them days,
in the old days. That was when it was real
right,
war.
It was sharp then for
Yeah, it was sharp. It was sharp. It had no friending and laughing thing.
No, boy. I mean, youths know them guys and never know them Harvard's days. But I think if I'm looking at Clash, your day when you was in top form was it Harvard, boy, or was it down in the West, boy?
Yeah, it was down in the West.
So that day you catch boy, as a Maximilla fan, you know?
Yeah. You was a Maximilla fan that night?
Still.
That was 45 Shop Lock.
It was Shop Lock?
Yeah, that was Shop Lock.
It in the West, it was
in Mob Stew.
Right.
It was in Mob Stew, and we had on some army green t-shirts with Cell Construction and thing, and boy, that night, here what happened, huh? That time, Maximilia was the biggest, because Maximilia would just out of World Clash. Umba and Curtis just came out of World Clash like 2 weeks before. So when you go to World Clash, you have all these things built for World Clash. They had Beres, they had Johnny Osborne, they had all the things that we love, that we dream of now.
Sure.
It was they had huge dubs. And they did well in World Clash. You know what I mean? But say he come third, but
third, he came third.
Yeah, but it have no third place. I always say that. Right? And I told them that. But they were fresh out of that, so they had everything going into it. We, however, we didn't really have all those things. We had a few, so we decided now that local is best. So we started to cut dubs local because there was a soca session. You know what I mean? So we say, well, in that soca session, if we could start to deal with people in that soca session, we will make it. We'll be all right. You know what I mean? And we started to cut. We cut Fayan, Iowa, KMC, we cut Calypso Rose, we cut Sunnyman,
the Bill Trotman. That was our problem.
Yeah, Bill Trotman. We cut all those things. And we cut some from Jamaica too, but those things expensive.
Yeah, of course.
The local ones we didn't pay.
Yeah. Seriously, just work with men.
Yeah, we just asked them and they say, was the first Sunny man was like, wait, where's this?
Seriously,
they didn't know. We had to explain it to him. We had to explain to Bill Trotman. We had to explain to Calypso. She sat down and did the plate for us.
She did in one shot. Somebody tell me Stalin used to do peace, come back the next day and take this.
Nah, she did She did it on one shot.
A man tell me the first time he got Black Man feeling so party, Stalin lay a verse and say, all right, well, I'll come back tomorrow.
Nah, we never got the opportunity to cut him. I mean, it would have been an honor to cut him, but everybody did it one time.
Yeah.
One time, and we decided, well, this is our strategy because we love strategy,
Yeah, and I think the thing that we miss is that I think at that point in time everybody was on radio. So everybody was on their own shows.
Yeah. It was war going left, right. Yeah. That was 98.9, 96.1 days.
Right, it's true.
So the war was going back and forth.
You was at 98 still then?
Yeah, we were at 98.
When I realized things was going bad, it was earlier, and I'll come back to that soca wrong, but no, there is a third place in World Clash. There's also the Blazer. We come to that's the best way to do World Clash. But when you open, man, one of the first things you say is, it is red, white, and black, not red, black.
Not red, white, not red.
From there, I just started seeing it.
Yeah, so that's what I tell you. I had to study it because he said it in World Clash. Yeah, and red, black, and white. And I say it's not that.
Yeah,
it's red, white, and black.
So I guess all in the early days, we're going to come in that soca wrong. You have no worries about that.
Yeah, no worries.
What was the Fayan song again?
Huh?
What was the Fayan? You remember which Fayan it was?
Yeah, Focus.
It was Focus.
Focus. And
that was overdoing it.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, but it was bad. We wanted to cut it the worst way that we could.
Yeah.
And we figured out the worst way that would not be obscene, and that's what we went with.
Focus Massimila, the homosexual rasta wasn't too obscene.
No,
just obscene language.
Obscene language.
Okay,
yeah, obscene language. It was obscene. But, yeah, but boy, that was a clash, boy. I mean, I really didn't have a lot of experience on a big stage like that, but I made it happen. That was just it. And all of us come together and say we had to do this.
Yeah, it was in a zone like I would say Umba and Curtis, Barry, and Shal at the time. Shal and Barry, first Throat and Barry.
Yeah.
In terms of how they used to click.
Yeah.
But you and Johan had something.
Yeah.
Well, had something there, boy. It's the energy. And then that Bill Trotman, which to our era is such a big song.
Yeah.
You can't hear that song in dubplate form no how.
Yeah, boy.
I consider myself a song man.
Yeah.
But if I remember right, it's saying Umba had like a mat on Curtis' face like
a rat. That's Diamond D writing.
Serious?
Yeah, Diamond D sat down and
the church.
Nah, boy.
That be a pastor, boy.
Diamond used to write the most dangerous plates ever.
Serious?
He would sit down and he would write it, and then everybody would be like, nah, boy, Diamond, boy. But here, the men go get real vexed for this one. So let me ease up on this one. Yeah, Diamond was a master at that. He still is. He still is. And he used to look at people and deal with them.
I'm glad he used any words for good now.
Yeah. He would watch the person and say, all right, different. He had like this or he teeth like this. I'm gonna deal with him with that.
Yeah, from there I feel like everybody just started getting people started fade to black fast. And then in the end I think Umba, which to me is still the biggest dub we have in Trinidad.
Oh yes. We know that is the nuclear.
Right.
That I am personally, that's one of my favorite plates. That Everton blender. I personally love that plate. And I know it was coming. And we know he would have saved it for last. So it was just timing.
Yeah, boy.
It was just timing, and really and truly, we didn't really have a big answer to it. And he got the last say. We played second to last, and he played last. So remember, if you play second to last, you had a disadvantage.
Especially in dub for dub.
The man could sort you out last. So I decided when we play the Sizzler now, I say, well, all right, come with your boring Everton blender. And he get mad, and people started going, and when he played, oh my goodness, and people started boo.
It's the only time I ever see that song get any other reaction than what we see in song first.
Yeah.
Everywhere he played, I see that song play South Tobago everywhere.
That's
only do some damage.
Yeah. And it's about chats too, because remember, if you depend on dubs wholly and solely, you ain't go.
Yeah,
that chats.
Especially in that Trinidadian song clash. We talkers.
We like Picong. We like Picong. So I'm bringing it for you.
Yeah.
I'm bringing it for you.
Well, I appreciate your opening song for the way you open it. And all the talk, I find that was good. It bring life to the thing. So
bring it.
It's something you will do again if them things come back up, anniversaries, whatever.
Of course, I have no problem. Once you're on and links up for it, which I know they're up for it. Selective in what we do, but I am up for it.
Yeah, and you're a fan of the thing too, because I think I bounced you up in Mighty Crown. I'm not sure if you play, but you want to see if it's not Mighty Crown, it's Matter or one of them in Songforge too.
Yeah, Mighty Crown. What happened is that we came as a surprise in Mighty Crown.
Right.
So, we came as a surprise and we kind of whet we appetite a little bit. That's why this one was a little more elevated.
Well, I like how you say sharpness to get still. I mean, the next one, it could be dangerous. More into everybody else.
Yeah. Come on, man.
But it's funny when you say you leave a formal event to come to that clash thing, right? But knowing you all my life, partying and outside and things, is something that I was always curious about. You have a way of straddling several different areas, right? Because look at the whole Song Clash fraternity and look at what people went on to do. People at jewelry store, people controlling the biggest morning show. You know what I mean? We end up with the biggest, that fraternity needs to be studied. There's some more documentation before people went on to be big soca artists and things.
Yeah.
But you play in a lot of different sandboxes. So maybe let me talk about morning radio first now. How long have you doing morning radio?
I started morning radio in 2005.
Serious? So you're 20-something years now, 21, 22 years.
Yeah, doing morning radio. Well, of course, Jason and I started morning radio.
So you all started together initially?
Yeah, we started morning radio initially,
right.
But we were colleagues at 98.9. Jason did morning radio, I think with Avison Hill. He did he had a little stint there. I never did morning radio. I did afternoon and night and weekend.
So 98, it was night and...
Yeah, 98.9, I used to do afternoon drive.
Right.
And then we would do nighttime with cell construction. And then I used to do afternoon drive with Red Alert and, nighttime with cell construction, weekend with cell construction.
Right. And when that started for you, like what year was that in 98, you know?
Well, I started 98 in like 1999,
Yeah.
That's when I started radio. Yeah, doing overnights and that's where we came from.
Right.
And
that's something you always want to do, radio and that kind of thing?
But I couldn't think of nothing else.
Serious?
The only thing I could have thought of to do, honestly, like I want to do, would have been to play in the NBA.
When you say the NBA, the National Basketball Association.
Listen, I had loved basketball so much, right?
What's
now, Corie? I used to play real basketball. I had Jordan thing. I remember my aunt sent a videotape for me, I Believe I Can Fly. Right? I had that on video, the original in the box.
Yeah.
And I used to watch that before I go and play basketball. And I used to go and that was my inspiration. So I say, you know what? In Form 3, Form 4, everybody like, where you want to be? And I will go and play basketball.
Serious?
No, I don't know nothing about scholarship. Nothing. I don't know how I go in and reach there. Well, clearly I'd never reach. Right?
We had time,
I wanted to play in the NBA. Right?
So it was good?
I was good enough for people by me.
Yeah.
And I had a team in Sour. Used to play by the police station there, by the basketball court. I make the team, right? So I say, well, yeah. So then, I saw it was fading a little bit, man. My dream was fading.
What position was playing?
I was forward. I was a power forward.
Yeah,
I was a power forward. And if the other team short, I might play center.
Okay.
So
big man,
those were my thing. Guards were a little shorter and more.
Yeah.
Quick. But before that, I went to play I was playing football with Jablotay and things. I play all kind of sports.
You're a sportsman?
Yeah, I like sports.
Serious?
I play for Jablotay under 10, under 12, under 14, under 16. Yeah,
you had to be good.
Yeah, I was vice captain and thing. Me and our partner named Stone, Marvin. We control in the back. We was first and last stopper. And he can come in the back there.
Clean up.
Badly wounded. Me and Stone in the back there. They say, well, yeah. You know what I mean? So I play plenty sports and I hooked on to basketball and I say, well, boy, and then it started to fade and I say, you know what, I'm going to become a pilot.
Serious? So what school you was going at the time playing sports?
I went to Febo Government School.
Right.
And then started playing football there as a little boy. And then I went to Sour Government Sec.
Right.
Sour Sec, which is the one in Sour, not Book.
Gotcha.
Book was a senior comprehensive in those days. I was 5 years. So I went there and then I went to Poly to do A-levels for 2 years.
Right.
So I decided, boy, I want to become a pilot. So I had a cousin.
That believe you can fly, really?
Yeah, boy. I can't fly any quarter of a plane. Right? So bam now, everything arranged. And I had a cousin who's a pilot. in the US. So he was flying with Pan Am. So he said, well, you know what? That's my dad's cousin, first cousin. So he said, you know what? Your son want to be a pilot. I'll take him. You know, he could come by me, wherever. I'll send him to pilot school, blah, blah, blah. I was all ready to go. And then Pan Am closed down.
Yeah. I said,
Pan Am closed down.
Dream postponed.
Yeah, Ralph call and say, boy, Isaac, boy. I know I say I had to take your son and thing, but Pan Am closed down, boy, I don't have no job. So I say, well, boy, all right, that's gone. Look for something else, you know? And I went into accountancy.
All right.
Yeah, so my uncle now, my other uncle, as on my mom's side, Anthony Pay, he was a accountant. And she said, you know, she called, hey, Anthony, my son thing, you know, right. And I'm going to be an accountant. So I worked at his auditing firm. I became very good at it, actually, doing auditing. And, you know, what I used to call mom Wonder Boy. Yeah. Yeah, Wonder Boy. Yeah. All the clients wanted me, and I didn't really know much.
All right. Well, auditing is where everybody starts in accounting.
Yeah, I didn't really know much, but somehow they wanted me to come by them. I was just cool, and, you know. So I decided to become an accountant. So I started AAT back in those days. And then I was about to start ACCA. That's in our way. And I went and worked somewhere else, and he stopped talking to me for a little while. Because he had real big dreams for me now.
Invest in you, boy.
Yeah, boy. Now he had Uncle Anthony, he's a good one. He had real big dreams. He was like, yo, you see this firm? This going to be your firm.
I see.
You know what I mean? Because how I used to do stuff, and he's so called a Wonder Boy. Anything he sent me to do, I'm doing.
So what, you just get bored, or you didn't like it?
Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to do music.
Right.
But somehow, like, you know, people like that, you know, in those careers, they don't see music. You can't see music as viable.
No, especially back then.
Yeah, back then. He not seeing music as viable.
Especially coming out of accounting, they seen that as a real backward step.
Yeah, he's saying like accountancy is a career, but that's a hobby. He used to say, but that's, you know, Junior, that's a hobby. Ansel, that's a hobby. You can't thing and build a house and thing like that. You have a viable career and you're good at it, and I'm gonna pay for you to do everything. You don't spend a cent, you know. And he was mad about it,
right? Yeah.
You know. And I decided, well, boy, I want to go and do music, so I went to work somewhere else, and then doing accounting.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to work in a place doing a battery place, selling batteries and thing, and I went and do accounting there, and then I said, boy, I like this music so much. I went to my mom. I said, boy, mommy, I want to go and do a broadcasting course, you know. And she was like, well, all right. You know, my mom is the kind of mom will support you. Once you're doing the right thing, which you have to do by her, because she don't play.
Strict.
Right? Yes, she's strict. She said, if it's that you want to do, you know, it's that.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I went in and I found Edison Carr. Right. Found his number in the phone book. And I called him a few times. And when I got him and he answered the phone, and I was like, I couldn't believe he answered the phone now. Because, you know, you hear this voice.
Of course, radio man, yeah.
And he answered, God rest his soul. He died recently. And he answered the phone, hello? You know, like Edison Carr now. So I stopped. I said, hello, him. Yes, hello. I said, Mr. Carr? He said, yes. What do you need? I said, well, you know, I'm hearing you have your school of voice culture. You used to call it School of Voice Culture. And I wanted to thing, and he said, well, okay, you know, call me back so, and I will put you inside the next cohort. You know, that sort of thing. And it was $800.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? So mommy said, she said, you know what? I'm going to give you the first $400. Right. Mommy said, I'm going to give you $400 and you'll pay the rest.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, you want to do it, you're working, but I'm going to help you out. And my mom, that was the best $400 my mother ever spent.
Imagine that, boy. Look at that deal for
Yeah.
millions.
Yeah. That's the best 400 my mother ever. She gave back plenty 400s now.
Salute to mommy.
Yeah.
Save every cent.
Yeah. And you know, from there I went and it was just, man, it was a real journey because I always liked music, and the first superstar DJ I knew was Star Child.
Man.
Yeah, Star Child was a superstar. And it just so happened that when I was in Form 1 or Form 2, he came and he lived opposite us now. So everybody was like, wait, Star Child living there, thing. That time he's a real, you know, he's a dude, man. And sometimes you might see Dr. Hyde pass or Teddy Mohammed, you know. He apartment was the place. So I drummed up some courage. It doesn't form one and two, so you still have disco, Mayfair and thing. So I said, well, if Starchild will play me in the disco, boy. So I went over by him and went over in Form 1 and he had a big heavy voice. Yeah, you know. I say, you know, sir, I wanted to find out. Yeah, no, I'm not sir.
Right.
I'm not a teacher, I'm Starchild. I say, all right, Starchild. I wanted to find out if it's possible if you can play in our Mayfair, in our disco. And he was like, well, I don't know what school you're going. So I said, I'm going to school right there, right on the hill there. He said, all right, you know. I said, but, you know, you may have to come and talk to the teachers and thing. He said, well, all right, when to come? I said, well, let me talk to my principal and I'll get back to you. So when I talked to the principal said, well, you know, you could come, like say Tuesday.
Right.
So I say, well, you could come Tuesday. He said, well, what time? So I say, well, you know what, boy? I want everybody in school know I know Starchild now. So I say, come lunchtime. Lunchtime, everybody outside now. Right? And when they come by the security, ask for me. As a matter of fact, tell me when you come in, so I will be by the gate. I want to walk in and thing. So Starchild, he ended up coming the lunchtime now, so I walk in him in. So it had a part where you could walk on the side in the shade.
Right.
But I walk him through the courtyard now.
Everybody
the hot sun. I had my plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So thing, and everybody was after was like, boy, you know Starchild here. So he agreed to play. And from there, you know, we developed a friendship.
Right.
And he was my idol in terms of I wanted to be a DJ actually.
Right.
Playing. And then he actually gave me my first Song Clash cassette.
I see.
He gave me it. I think it was in Form 2. And it was a 90 minutes Maxell. I'll never forget.
Yeah, 90 minutes days.
Yeah, and one side was King Addies and the other side was Stone Love. That's the first time I ever heard of those. And I was like, who are those people? And he said, go ahead and listen to it.
Right.
You know, that's that big in New York now and whatever, but give him back my cassette. Right? Well, needless to say, he never gave back his cassette.
That's how cassette is
cassette stretch, right? Cassette stretch. And that was my first intro to song man thing now.
Yeah.
But in those days, I didn't have visuals. So you're listening to it and you're using the imagination.
Big difference, eh?
Big difference now.
Big difference.
So I used to wonder how it is the DJ is moving so fast. Because back in those days with Starchild, Dr. Hyde, Teddy Mohammed, Howie T, that generation, we used to listen to Chinese Laundry. To a certain extent, was a one-man show.
Yeah, playing and
talking. Mic and play. But I was hearing the person saying low, and he calling under the names.
Oh, in your mind is a one-man thing?
In my mind, I thinking it's a one-man thing, but I hearing like somebody, Billy Slaughter, somebody calling somebody else, and they telling them low, and I was like, how come? And then I realized it's two people. So I realized it have a mic man and it have a DJ.
Right.
But the person who in front is the mic man. He controlling the show.
Right.
So then I say, well, I don't want to be no DJ no more.
Oh, you get to like the mic thing.
Yeah. And I say, I want to be a mic man.
Makes sense.
I controlling the show.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's how I started to go towards that. And then I had plenty chats and thing already.
From then? Well, you had that chat to know. That Starchild plan immaculate. So you pull off that, your mind on the bitch.
Yeah. You know, so he was my first person like that. And you know, and then I met Master Mike.
Right.
Through him. And I met Johan through Master Mike.
I see. So you start miking with Starchild? You started to get to talk and thing?
No. He was bigger.
Yeah, that fella's gone.
Yeah, he was. He was sometimes I go on Toti Records somewhere.
Right.
That fella's done bigger. I can't do nothing. So Master Mike was more my league.
Yeah, right.
He was a bit younger and so on. And then Master Mike, after Master Mike now went Johan and them, and the whole song system thing started to really, really blossom. And I went with Johan. So these, I just call them my musical trinity now. Starchild, Master Mike, and Johan.
Right.
They're the people who I really, who
bring me
in this music thing and taught me and say, this and that and give me the experience and all of that. Right. So these but it's all kind of thing, Corie. We could talk for a million hours.
We will. we shall do that. But it's interesting because I remember, I think the first time I ever saw you could have been by myself in Intensity though, when he had the shop. See upstairs. Everybody used to kind of pass through.
Yeah.
But I thought I heard about Cell Construction was already formed when you meet Johan.
Yes. Right. Yeah, it had a Cell Construction already.
So they were playing.
Yeah. So Cell was Johan, Sean, who died. Right. Timke, who he passed away as well. Mm-hmm. It had Stefan, those were background men, Stefan, Marlon. Mm. He had, I think, guys in Miami, Brown Eyes, and it had the mic man at that point in time was Crush. He passed away too.
Initially.
Yeah, initially. When I think Slaughter was in Cell Construction for a brief moment.
He was
too.
Dovey then.
Dovey.
Right.
And Slaughter and I we're actually cousins.
Family,
yeah, on my dad's side.
I see.
And when I met Johan and they, Crush was he was kind of coming out of it.
Right.
And they were kind of looking to see, what's next? Who's next?
Yeah.
And I came along and I say, Johan, so, and he was like, yeah, let me make it happen. And I remember I went for audition by Johan. Right. Because we knew each other. Mm-hmm. But he wanted to see
what you could do.
What I could do. And after that was it. He was like, all right, cool. Come back and start to learn these plates.
Yeah.
Come back and start to learn these plates. That time I working in accounts still.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because when I say my home is in shirt and pants.
Yeah, shirt and pants, shirt and tie, you know what I mean? So I work in there still. And he say, yo, come back, start to learn these plates. Let me start to get out, let me start to go. And I always remember Johan telling me, he say, you know what, boy? He say, when you go out on the stage, he say, you don't study nobody. He say, you Cell Construction, so we bad.
Yeah.
I guess that was his pep talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we bad. Go out there and deal with it.
All right.
And I felt like Hulk. You just wanted that little endorsement now.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I think in the early days, and maybe Harvard is the first place. I saw people where when they ever establish sound, right?
Yeah.
And a man move on for whatever reason and somebody else to come, the clash crowd, no, we vex it. We don't really want to see that man. We don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah.
But I feel as though from the first time I see you done that kind of command on people already. You felt that?
Yeah. At first, no. Mm-hmm. But eventually, yes, when you got into it and men start to see, and men start to got a hot mouth now.
Yeah, it's here.
So men start to fear, like, why going on with he, boy? You understand? So when you start to build your reputation, you get more comfortable and you just...
Yeah. Even when you're talking about them days, it had a sense of, I want to say camaraderie almost in the clash thing before you come in, to be honest with you. In my memory.
Yeah.
Because usually man used to tell men anything, right?
Yes, more or less. So apologies.
It had the clash thing and it always used to seem a little more like, yes, it's clash, and we're kind of like you say, the Addies and the Stone Love. We have our own version of that now, which for a fan is a big thing. But you start to take it now to Firelings and Ricky Trooper level.
Where
you're coming at men.
Yeah.
So at this point, you're fulfilling your dream in music, and you're already seeing yourself as wanting to do this for life. This is what you're gonna do
for life. I mean, I used to listen to Ian the Goose Elego and Edison Carr and all these great men, and I used to listen to these men and really listen to them. And I would go in my bathroom and I would go in the corner of the bathroom and talk. Like, I would put the radio somewhere around that I could hear it, and while the music playing, I talking,
Right.
Like if I on radio. And I think somebody told me, I think I start just, I'm going to go in the corner of the bathroom and talk.
It's
hear the essence of your voice now. So I go around, I ain't there talking, and my mother like...
She's studying that
like,
400.
Junior, yeah. Where you? Maybe 4,400.
Also, that's me for you.
Maybe 4,400, yeah. So she like, who you talking to in the back there? Because she said, I hope you no girl or nothing in the bathroom. And I was like, nah, mommy, I'm practicing. She said, practicing what? I said, I'm practicing how to talk. She said, but you can talk already. Mommy, I'm practicing how to talk on radio. She see me, I done. Hurry up and bed and thing and come out. Right? So all them thing, I mean, my dream, and I would tell anybody that my dream was to be on radio when I started to really love music, and I was introduced to music from early. My dad, he was a soldier, but he liked plenty Rastaman music. I had two uncles. I have two uncles, they're still alive. One on my mom's side, my mom has one brother. My dad has one brother. Both of them is Rasta.
See.
So he liked to line with them. And it's Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Bunny Wailer, Burning Spear, all these men.
Yeah, the music in you from them.
I listened to them. And my mother on the other side now, she was musical too. So she was Curtis Mayfield and these artists, the Tops and the Stylistics. And so I grew up getting the two sides. So sometimes when I call a song for somebody, they'll be like, "Oh, you know about that?
Yeah.
How you know about them?" You understand? Because the music was there. And then with me now, we time with soca and dancehall.
Right. So you're going to know that through youth.
So I know that we our generation know that it was more dancehall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
Because we get the edge of calypso coming into soca.
Of course. And we know dancehall. True, Edison Carr, to be honest with you, was the first person I really hear playing dancehall like that. And Ian the Goose Elegant.
Ian the Goose. And I remember Tony Lee had a program on a Saturday night. It was a countdown, a reggae countdown.
Right.
I used to listen to that religiously every Saturday night. That time it was UB40. It was palatable.
Yeah.
You might hear a pull-up selector inside there, Carl Mix or something, but but Tony, to me, he and Edison Carr were men who used to play that type of music.
Yeah. And they gave a broad sense of music too, eh?
Yeah.
So the genesis of this, what we know as the song clash era, golden era clash thing, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And then 98.9 was also, I think, talking to younger people now, I don't think they understand what it was like with radio, what you described in there. Maybe Johnny Q described it the best when he was here.
Yeah.
Because radio at one point in time wasn't even really mixing as a song and talk and song and talk.
Yes.
And then the Johnny Q and them era bringing the mixing
and thing.
But 98 with radio brought in a kind of urban, it was us, it was youths, it was for us and designed by us. So when that started, you apply or
No, when 98.9 started, I remember we launched a 98.9. Well, that I don't know if people know, but I'll just remind them, that was the brainchild of Louis Leasing.
Right.
He watched it and said, something is happening here and we need to capture this. And to me, Louis Leasing is the father of urban radio. He brought it to, I guess, whatever, the board or whatever. And they say, well, all right, cool, we'll do a frequency and let's see how it goes. Right. But when 98.9 launched, I was in school. I remember they launched an afternoon and we had a little radio to hear when the launch happened. And, I was in secondary school. And then, everybody wanted to be 96.1 launched a little while after because I think Laundry was on 98.9 initially.
Yeah,
he was there first. Everybody was there. That was the only one. And then, of course, 96.1 was born a few years after or whatever. And everybody wanted to be on either one. I wanted to be on 98.9.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I got the opportunity to be with Cell. And then Johan said, well, hey, you should come and work with me on radio. I'll talk to Obi.
Right.
O'Brien Haynes was the program director then. And you know these things, you'll run around, you think, I call it, nobody answer it. And then one night, I remember in Center of Excellence, it had a Sizzler.
Right.
And 98.9 was going live. This is a long time. And Johan told me, he say, we're gonna play there, and you had a mic. You had a mic. Now, normally what would happen is that with radio things, live broadcast, an announcer from the radio will have to mic with a DJ,
right.
Not an outsider, right?
Yeah.
And Johan was like, the mic for you, So somebody mic for them. I can't remember who it was. And then he gave me a space, like about 15 minutes now, on the live broadcast. And I remember I mashed up the place. And O'Brien was like, what?
Got to answer.
Yeah, be serious? Yeah, come and check my Monday. And that was it. When I check him Monday, he put me on overnights one time. He was like, you could do overnights? And I'm like, yeah. Now I had to go to work, I had to go to work in the morning for 8 o'clock. Corie had to go to work for 8 o'clock. And overnights wasn't now, Overnight's finishing 6.
Yeah, whole night.
Overnight finishing is 12 to 6 or 12 to 5.
Right.
According to when the morning person come in. And I remember going, like it used to be on, I think, a Thursday, a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I think, something like that.
Right.
And I remember, I think it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was weeknights.
Right.
And I remember doing the overnight, going home, leaving 98.9 in Newtown, going home in Sour, bathe, and go to work.
Cool.
3 days a week.
Yeah.
And by the time lunchtime, you're going, like your car, you're writing a 6 for 9. Yeah, you're writing 6 for 9.
A career where you need focus.
Yeah, we need focus and to concentrate. The calculator, you're using it upside down. And, it is a lot.
Yeah,
you went through a lot for your dream. People from my era, we earned it, It was hard work now to become who you want to become.
Yeah. It's an important message for me, because it's real easy. Some people who see what you achieve, right? Let me use you as an example. You get through. There's a get through culture. We have get through. He's get through with everything.
He's get through with everything. Yeah, everybody know them that's gaining thing. Yeah.
Well, coincidentally, one of the first interviews I ever did was with you in 98.9. You can remember that a long time ago. Yeah, we had a website called trinisounds.com.
Okay.
Salute Osman and Hinkson. So we was in all them clash. We taking pictures and doing our writes up. Them days you can't even really record the interview,
Yeah.
The 98.9 was loud.
Yeah.
I never heard nothing so loud in my life.
Loud.
But it might have been one of them same overnights. I can't remember who was the DJ. I don't know if Lynx was around then. I can't remember.
Probably.
Yes,
I met Lynx in Cell Construction.
I see. Yeah, well then it's probably that. Yeah. And we get into talk now when you play music and thing, and then they have a break, the studio get quiet. We talk fast and do interviews. So people might remember that's a long time ago. Work.
So you see, Corie not here overnight.
Yeah, overnight is take years.
Yeah, overnight is take years and a lot of work.
100%.
And now you could have internet radio. I could have my own radio station at home.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Of course, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then social media now is a next place now where
you could do it. You could
do anything.
Yeah, and the thing about people from our era is you end up straddling like all you pastoral.
Our era is the best era,
Yeah.
Let me tell you why our era, Corie, is the best era, right? Because we as children had no cell phones. We used to go to places and our parents would hope that we reach safely. Right? We traveling along the way, and it's only when we reach our destination by somebody or somewhere we would make a call or they would make a call. Hey, Corie, girl, Corie reach by yet? I ain't seen me yet. All right, cool, buddy, you'll come just now. Now, we were that generation. Then we were the generations where the same generation, cell phone kind of started to come in. In primary school, secondary school, cell phone started coming in, and then internet started to come in on our generation. So we lived without it and we live with it.
Yeah.
And we straddle the two of them and we kind of good with it now.
It's a real golden time because even AI, we working with that now.
Look at that now. We experiencing it where
100%.
Our kids were born into cell phone and internet. They don't know the world without that.
Like the stadium clock for some of them same show.
Yeah, they don't know. You're meeting somebody by KFC and they give you a description.
Yeah, it's true. And you just gotta wait.
And you're waiting.
Sometimes it's hours.
But telling you.
When I used to meet girls, it's a little meet you by KFC down to a city gate.
See,
you just had
KFC downtown. I remember you're talking long time now. Excuse me. Talking and thing and meet no so. And I remember time I say where she I will be wearing a so and when I reach I wasn't too impressed.
Yeah.
I wasn't too impressed. You understand? And I went back up the road.
So you see the girl and gone.
Yeah, I was too impressed.
It used to happen.
Yeah, and I went back up the road. I don't know if she's still there.
Golden zone, golden era.
Hey, we time is a different time, man.
Them youths and them go say different time, but we gonna let them say that.
No, but we time. I went and get jersey. All kind of thing. I remember the time we had Pepsi. You remember Pepsi? Pepsi used to have these big things. That time Marshall used to eat Pepsi and thing.
Right.
This was just before that. And Pepsi had a big thing on the promenade, boy. I never forget, boy. I remember I was on this committee and Pepsi was the sponsor.
Right.
And I remember I moved with two partners from by me and they say, "Well, we going on getting backstage? Let me go." I said, "Nah." I said, "We'll go backstage."
Yeah.
"How you getting backstage?" I say, "All right, wear my Pepsi jersey." Pepsi was a big Pepsi thing.
Right.
I wear my Pepsi jersey, and when I reach by the gate, man, watch me. Yeah, where you going? And I just turn my back, so oh, go ahead now.
Is it is?
Well, what's that Pepsi jersey? I cherish that Pepsi jersey, you know.
I ain't lying. There are real shots, you know.
Real stories. I just do the man so. Like if I ain't this now.
We really have to
do so. He said, "Oh, go ahead and say, and them two fellas with me and thing." Well, boy, my partner was like, "Nah, boy, you see, man, boy."
You had to be probably 90s. You had to live through that to understand that.
Yeah.
So somewhere along the line from 98.9, you started doing mornings in 98 too?
No.
Oh, so you're left by that time?
No, we started to do mornings on Red.
So what eventually made you switch? You stayed at 98 until Red was formed?
Well, 98.9 closed down.
Oh, it had closed down before?
98.9 closed down. That was
yes,
a whole,
it was long before.
Yeah, that was
That's
a whole fiasco. People crying at midnight. Everything was shut down.
I remember.
TV, radio, everything was shut down. I don't know, was it changing the government? I'm not sure what it was, but they ended it. And after that, well, you know, we had no job.
So what you was doing at that point? Because you
playing party and thing.
So the accounting done right now. You fired out.
I'll tell you, yeah, I'd fired out work. And I'll get the story how I fired out work, yeah?
Right.
Remind me to get that story. We was playing in party and thing still. So you're still making a living.
Right.
You're playing in party and thing, and then 96.7, which is Red, and boom, they were fighting to see who would open first.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, because Louis Leasing got a license, and then probably I think Gillette they got a license,
right.
And then O'Brien he was with 94.1. That time was Rhythm City,
right?
That was the first name before Boom. So he was there, and then Louis had Red. So it was like, who going where? Because remember so people calling you here, they calling you here. Like, and you don't know, you're trying to make up your mind. Everybody thinks songing good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I do so now, and Corie, I tell you, I didn't know where to go. I didn't know where to go. Go Brian calling so, Red calling so. So a night my brother, he's in the Coast Guard, and I went to pick him up at something. He wasn't driving yet. And I remember I studied that so much. I had to pick him up in Piaco. That time, the hotel in Piaco, round the back. I can't remember the name of it. Boy, and I studied that so much. I studying. I reach a Rima, you know.
He passed the destination.
I reach a Rima driving, and I say, "Wait now, who? I'm not Rima." I turn and come back down the road and say, "What going on with you, boy?" Eventually, I decided I'll go in Red.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I think Kwesi gave the story with Jason and I, and he gave his depiction of it, which is obviously his depiction. I can't say the man lie. I can only say what I experienced.
Right.
And Jason and I were brethren. You know what I mean? But we weren't on the same shift. We were just on the same station. So we did work with Lisa Wickham, and we used to do work together. So at the time we went to do a big thing, a big function, award show in Nevis.
Right.
So we were there, myself, Jason, Tamara Williams was there as well. I went to do work there. And we was by the pool real kicks in now. And we was real kicks in off. And I said, Jason, boy, I said, Jason, if we get a show together, it could be real madness, you know. And he was like, yeah, boy. No, we had no idea of what going on happen. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, boy. And then after that, a few months after, and I remember Tony Lee calling me into his office, and he said, if you had to pay on the morning, I said, the morning? I say, I never work morning, you know. That's real early. I work night, and he was like, no, if I had to pay on the morning, who you'd work with in the morning? And I say, well, if I had a chance to work with somebody, to pay up with somebody, it would be Jason. And he asked Jason the same thing, unknowing to me, and Jason said, Blaze. Right? Now, Tony said, well, all right. And that was it. You know what I mean? Now, Kwesi obviously said he did it, but probably in the background.
Right, yeah.
Right? I didn't know of it.
Of course.
Right? So, and we started. And when we started, we really didn't know what to do.
Yeah, figuring this out. We
had to figure it out. The first person I saw was George Gonzalez. That time, Mixed Nuts.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, they run the place. So I said, George, I say, oh, you just do a morning show, boy.
Days after you start already? You just
We started probably a week into it.
Right, yeah.
We really trying to sort out ourselves. And I said, how you do a morning show? And he said, well, here we're going on. He said, do a morning show. People must know what they're getting. They must know what they're not getting, but they must know what they're getting. And he gave me a blueprint. And I always cherish that moment with George because he didn't gatekeep at that point in time, which a lot of people do.
Sure.
And he said, have Mondays for this, and we started to use that format up until today.
Right.
You know what I mean? Obviously, I improved on it in certain ways, but George Gonzalez is one of the men. He never gatekeep. George told me off the bat, so.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. Important, and you hold on to that. They'll look where it end up.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So these are people that I will always cherish in terms of my career path, and I will always give them total respect.
Sure. And a lot of the names you call too, because what I know as morning radio, it has some names like Dale and Tony go be one, George and Errol and them.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah.
Dale and Tony, they had a different formula because their formula was more political.
Yeah, sure. They had, but they had a style between two of them.
Yeah.
And I don't think I saw that style. Not the same, but in terms of our meshing and our working together.
Yeah, boy,
well, they had a working relationship that could match us. When people talk about morning radio now, you and Jason in that conversation as the greats.
And I'm happy for that.
And it's funny you say Mixed Nuts because I always used to wonder about, like when my parents told me about radio, they used to tell me about this thing with almost like an act. So when they talk about radio programs, it's like TV programs.
Yeah.
And I was so damn vexed by Nigel a day. Nigel bring a man who's teaching me how to act, and I said, well, we acting for in radio.
We only theatrics about.
What is this for?
Yeah.
But you all bring that into the modern era radio. I never see anybody do that before with the callers, with the characters. I think it's deliberate.
Yeah. Well, I don't think so. I mean, I think that we put the what they call it, the easel.
Right.
We put it there, and it's up to you to paint it. So I accommodating you, and that's how our characters started to grow.
Right.
Where we would accommodate them. Now you point them in a certain direction. There's a little tap.
Yeah.
That's all people need. A little tap is this way we going.
Right.
And they go that way. But in terms of forming characters, no, I don't form characters. The characters are on the phone. I just give them
space.
Leeway.
I understand.
I give the space to run.
Yeah.
But you have to know how to interact with people. And once you know how to interact with people, you're cool.
I guess so.
You're
I guess
right.
so. Because you used to listen to news radio, going back to Dale and Tony, and you hear Mr. Mover or Mr. They had names and they had a persona.
Names.
And when Mr. Mover call, he against the PNM. So you could say, PNM, this, But you'll end up with people like that. Somebody you follow all year round too. In terms of radio station.
That's what it is. And you're comfort.
So how long in you realize that you're all starting to head towards number one radio program and all that?
Boy, I think the time there was a survey, and we had beat Paul and Nikki in the survey.
Right, it's true.
Paul and Nikki was they were huge. And when we realized, wait now, JW and Blaze beat Paul and Nikki, I think they say, well, yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Because they were huge, yeah?
Yeah,
I look up to them, to Paul and Nikki, in terms of the way they did radio and that sort of thing. And when we realized that, we was like, wow.
Yeah.
And that's when people started to say, okay, well, these guys really have something.
I'm quite done.
Them have something.
It's a good thing Hoppy see it to you, or Tony Lee.
Yeah. One of them, or both of them.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
How much of an adjustment it was, the early morning thing? Because morning radio, I feel to be a difficult thing, and I talk about it here all the time, and maybe y'all who do morning radio, all the names you call might be the reason I try to stay so consistent. We as a team, we don't care what go wrong.
Yeah.
That episode going to come out every week.
I
know how I just feel. I hate it when all you go on vacation. But they used to be just that much more sour than men on vacation and things. So how much of an adjustment was it for you to get up so early, start to do morning shift and things?
It was a massive adjustment because I was a party man. We playing in party and things. And at that point in time, I was doing morning radio and still straddling with cell construction. Still doing what I had to do because I used to work Monday to Friday on the morning and then work Friday, come back Friday afternoon, work with cell. This is on red.
Right.
Work with cell and then Saturday morning with cell.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. So I was working 7 shift.
Oh, my God.
You know, I work in the morning, you know. Yeah. So it was a little hard. And then remember, you're playing in party still. You're still active.
Right.
You know. So it was a major adjustment until, well, you know, started to go into more corporate and parties started to get less and less. And that kind of faded. And then I went strictly morning. You know. And it was a massive adjustment because remember, we was nightmen. We in the studio in the night. We playing in party, you're roaming.
Yeah.
When thing you had to, by 9:30, you had to clock in.
Right. And what time you had to reach there to start your shift? Because by 6:15, I expecting to hear a voice, you know.
Yeah. But you're supposed to be there at 5:30.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be there half an hour before your shift.
Right.
But you know, you go skating most times.
Only is number one, you know. They had to treat you accordingly.
So, I mean, honestly, you try to be in there at least by 10 to 6. Yep. So at least get yourself ready, watch your log, see what's going on, measure up. Yeah. And then Jason and I now, in those days, because we started off with JW Blaze Perry.
Oh, Perry was in the original.
Perry was the original morning show.
Right.
Was myself, Jason, and Perry, Mary Perry. Perry went to another station, which was in the group. Right. And then Miles came with us. Right? And then, Jason left. And it's just Miles and I. Right. So that was the whole thing. Evolution. But what's talking about again?
No, it's just talking about that adjustment from mornings getting early.
It was a massive adjustment. Yeah. So you had to go in your bed, you had to reach, and then after each show, like how we would do it after each show, you know, we want to find out. We do a little postmortem.
Serious.
Yeah. When you now start, you know, you want to catch your legs.
Yeah, but that's something I see you all do over the years. You improve, you adjust. The other thing, I can't remember what we used to call this segment. Now we used to call and vote for the 2 songs.
Yeah. We used to call it Parliament.
Parliament. Every Friday, right?
Every Friday.
Yeah, and Parliament. Argument with 3 all inside.
Boy, sometimes it used to be bad, you know. Sometimes 3 we leave in the studio and we vex, you know.
When falling out.
But telling you.
Perry used to be particularly. When you see Perry start a ball, you know, all you're frustrated.
Yeah. And we used to have a flip for who going last. And boy, that used to be a bacchanal. Until I don't know if like we started to get too vexed with one another, so we started to say that no, we getting too vexed.
But all you evolved, that's what I mean. You had different shows, different times.
The evolution was there.
You had to tell nobody what when you decided to part with self-construction, but you had to tell me the accounting thing first. How you end up leaving that one?
Well, it happened in a way where I was working in a battery place, right? Selling batteries and so on. And O'Brien called me, I think it was Saturday or the Sunday. And he said, hey, here what's going on. Franco. No, Franco. Franco leaving. Franco used to do afternoon drive. He said, I'm willing to put you on the afternoon drive. Do you want it?
Yeah.
So I say, well, I don't know. I working. I working on a job now. Afternoon drive started. Everything was 3 o'clock it started. Yeah. I don't know. I say, I do damn man, go on, let me go there. Way. So I say, well, we'll be here, we're going on. Yeah, all right. You have until Wednesday because we'll fill it for now with somebody and then I'll look for somebody the following week. So my deadline was Wednesday. So I say, wait, boy, that's a hard one, boy. So, you know, you go on your mommy, you know, your parents, hey, you know, you had something solid.
Of course.
Because, you know, they still love the thing that, that's something solid, you know, because next thing, okay, it didn't work out for you on that shift and somebody else go there. You just working 2-3 days a week.
Of course, yeah.
What going on with you? You had to still give them market money, you know, it don't matter. You're eating here.
100%.
You're eating here, you know. My money and cutting down. So I started to study it again. I said, boy, what to do? I'm not sure. So we got a call the same Wednesday was the answer. We got a call and they say they want to meet Thursday. When I have a staff meeting Thursday. And in the staff meeting, and this is no lie, this is true. In the staff meeting Thursday, they say we're going to wind up the company. Because apparently there were tariffs on imported batteries and they could not make, with those tariffs, they would make no money. So they decided to wind up and shut down the company. The Thursday. I was to give the answer the Wednesday.
Ooh.
So when I walked out of that meeting, everybody was crying, you don't know what we're going to do, ting, you with long tears. I went and pulled out my cell phone one time I call O'Brien, hello.
Ready?
I am ready for Monday. So everybody like, how come you don't care? You don't care. I said, well, I have something. You understand? And that's how I went fully into radio, you know.
Yeah.
It's almost like God, the creator, put me into radio.
Yeah, he created that space for you.
He just said, you know what? Come out of this. As in, this will be no more. You need to go straight into there. Yeah, and after that, I never turned back.
Yeah, after that, no more corporate work on them.
That was it.
Yeah, corporate work, they say Blaze paying by the hour isn't cheap to get Blaze to corporate work.
That was it. You know what I mean? So I think, you know, all through my career and all through life, I mean, I am a God-fearing person. I believe in the creator. Mom grew us up like that. See, I'm a pause reason. I believe in that. My mom grew us up like that. My dad grew us up like that. And up to this day, it's miraculous. Yeah. Things happen. Things happen, you know, and we can't. Men might say, well, it's not really trendy to talk about God and it's not the trending thing to do. But I made that part of my mantra. God first and mankind after, everybody know that is me.
Yeah, every day we hear it.
Every day.
We hear it.
I'm not afraid to say it. It's not like I'm on word or a gospel station, but that's what I believe in. That's my spirituality. I believe in that, you know?
And I want to come back to that, where family is concerned, because it's one of the things I see with you over the years. I know it's important to you.
Yeah.
Self-construction, that was a kind of family too when we break up. What was on?
Oh, yeah. Well, boy, what happened, I had break up and then come back.
Right.
You know, Johan and I, we had a misunderstanding. And I decided, I say, you know what, boy, Johan, here going on. Cool. And he was like, all right, cool. No set of cussing and whatever. And then after that, I started to go more into corporate.
Right.
And then one time I remember they were playing, Johan and Links was playing up in a place on where Courts is, St. James.
Yeah. I remember the other place upstairs.
Upstairs there, DJ Kevin and them used to have something there on a Sunday. It was real big.
Yeah, I remember.
You remember? I sure you went there.
Of course, 100%,
yeah, the place used to be nice
the
and
last
dark.
thing I went there, they had a 45. You had to play the actual records and thing. I think I played it too,
yeah. And I remember Johan Links was playing and, boy, I was just looking at them, boy. We wasn't really talking, you know? And, yeah. And I was just looking at them and men saying, boy, why don't go, boy? Why don't go?
Yeah.
But them do, I say, boy, they don't know what's going on. Oh, they don't understand what's going on here.
They care.
We're not really on that, dog.
Vibes,
yeah, we're not really on that. Men say, boy, go ahead now, boy. Ting. And I remember Johan was micing, Links was playing, and then Johan watched one. He was like, one Blaze thing, and I just went on the stage, and it just had a whole roar, and I took the mic, and we had a good time, and after that, we kind of got back into, us, and we got back in, and from there, it was like that. And then when things happen, self-construction, I believe in red.
Right.
And Johan went fully into production. Right. But at that point in time, it was kind of just fizzing out a little bit. Everybody kind of moved on to different things.
Clash culture too was a little bit fading.
Yeah, it was and it became a little expensive for us. Remember, everybody started to grow up now, huh? You had different responsibilities. So to pay $800 US for a bounty, it's a little hard for us.
If you get for 800.
If you get for 800, it might be 1,000.
Yeah, and when the Clash crowd that was 2,500 strong at one point started fade.
Dwindle, and people had started to make kids, and people had other things to do. They started to run their little business and things like, them been coming out.
Yeah. Maybe I should talk about this now, right? I should talk about adulthood, right?
Yeah.
For you and everybody else in Clash thing, please stop starting them thing 10 and 11 in the night.
Yo, I am all.
Back hurting. I ride out as soon as you done playing. I know Umba. I hear Umba, and then I feel it. I said, what is this? David frightened me sleeping. Yeah, right. It was too late.
I went there sleeping.
They need a Clash brunch now. It would start 10 a.m.
Yeah, and finish by about 4.
Come on.
When they fizz out.
3:40 in the morning, man.
No, I can't do that again.
Every one of my itis started to act up.
Yeah, boy.
Tendonitis is too much.
Well, after I jump up on the stage, I had eye sneezing next day, after all that. After I say Brandon Striker woke up behind me, boy. Say, wait. Nah, boy, that man like he's a hobby, man.
As you rightfully should.
Oh, because you jump, you walk, you thing.
No. I glad to hear all you're going through that too, because that is too late.
Yeah. Well, I think your recovery time to your bounce back real long too.
That's why it takes 2 years to have an next event, because men not trying to get
your bounce back this be long. When they do something Saturday or Thursday, you're still sleepy, you know.
Yeah, and you're doing it for the love too, because it's not a big set of money you're going to happy. You're doing it for the love.
We just out there.
For sure.
You know what I mean? You feel good, yeah. It's like a reunion.
Yeah. I'm with you. Now, one of the things that we talk about family is going back to Nigel class again and not understanding broadcasting, right? I going in as a student.
Right.
So I don't think before then I knew why I like the people who I like on radio. It's not like they just talking.
Yeah.
And your name came up because you were saying that you had to decide up front if you're going to be a public persona. How much of it is a persona, how much of it is your real life, and how much you're going to give.
Yeah.
So he used an example of somebody else who remained unnamed, and he said, well, that person don't really say much of the thing. But he said, if you look at Blaze, he said, well, what's Blaze's favorite football team? I said, well, Chelsea.
Yeah.
He said, well, where Blaze from? I said, Sour. I said, Blaze at church? I said, yeah, you have a daughter. And I don't know you like that. So then I realized, I said, but wait, I wonder for you if there's a difference between that persona and how much you give. Because you give a lot of yourself. You talk about your real life.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you talk about everything with limits. It's 2 daughters I have. I have now. And at the end of the day, I mean, I am a private guy. I like my privacy.
Right.
But you give people enough to learn about you. You know, that's what people want to do. They want to know. They want to associate themselves with you. They want to say, well, I from Sour too, you know.
Yeah, of course.
He from Sour, I from Sour too. Yeah. He's we Sour thing. Yeah. I like Chelsea too. If Blaze like Chelsea. Chelsea nearly going through now.
Yeah.
I still holding on to Chelsea.
All of us.
Right? But that's all right. You know, so I think you give enough. Some people, to me, I don't overshare.
Right. I
don't really overshare. I cool, you know. Yeah. And then, how much people want to hear about you?
I don't know.
You're so people so interested in you.
I guess.
You know what I mean? On radio, I don't really talk too much about myself because people want to hear about other things.
Yeah.
They want to hear what's happening in the country. They want to hear your opinion on this. They want to hear that. Some people, when they go on a radio, on TV or whatever, they just speak about themselves all the time. People don't care.
Yeah.
People don't care. Yeah. At the end of the day, people really don't care. You know?
Yeah, especially the problems, the gripes, you complain.
Yeah, who cares? They hear about it for a little thing and then move on to something else.
Right.
So on the radio, they call that masturbation.
Yeah.
Verbal masturbation.
Noted.
Yeah, you're just talking about yourself. How much about yourself you talk?
Yeah, 100% of it.
You get bored after a while and then people know everything about you. They reach a man, and you go and see just a man because you boy move your so you feel I don't know so and you're like, oh, you know that boy? You talk about that already. But you forget.
Yeah, you'll forget.
You'll forget. So you're finding that balance between persona because when they get it thing, I don't know where it came from, the mayor Sour City. Where has that because I name myself that. Because here I name myself that. Louis Leasing became mayor now. When Uncle Louis became mayor, and you see Mayor Port of Spain, I say, well then I see Mayor Sour. And that's how I started that, you know. And Jason used to be like, Dan, you're not the mayor, Sour. You know, to the thing. And, you know, just evolved from there. I just find, well, if he's a mayor and I working for him, well, then he's a mayor too.
So the president of the Bandits Association, you gave yourself that too?
No. I don't know that. That's the Bandits Association. But Bandits Association of Trinidad and Tobago, I don't know them. And the SJS came and that was a day we was just talking shippiness and saying if you had a team, and I was saying if you had a football team. We were saying if you had a football team, and I say if I had a football team, I would have named them the Sour Shooters.
Right.
Like shooting the ball to a goal.
But it evolved.
And then people started to say, well, Sour only one set of band. They think the normal thing what they just tell me now. And they say, well, it can't be that who shoot people, because there were some shootings in Sour. We know this.
As the mayor, you go clean up them things,
and then these guys just came up with the persona, well, I the boss, but I don't know them. Yeah. I don't know them.
So they never set up no character and thing. All that was organic all over the years.
Organic.
Who
Shirley was the worst. Why would I set up that character?
At one point I said, nah, boy, let's know. You know who I feel let's set up? Beige.
We don't know age.
So how come every time now all you say women only? Always get
You tell me that. You tell me that. People, somebody
Every
up to this morning, somebody say this show had to be pre-recorded. This can't be live and by chance.
Right.
But it is. I don't have time to do all that. I don't have a producer.
So
There's just me saying down here. You know?
Amazing. Yeah. I mean that and people like I say on a morning, first thing from the time I get up, blaze on them. From home, getting ready, straight in the car.
Yeah, just you become, and I'm so happy to be that because Dave Elcock was that to me. You know, as a child, my mom, as soon as you get up, Dave Elcock, and he would be playing different songs that they like, and he would be doing granny voice, and some days he would have John Agitation pre-recorded, and Dale, not Dale.
Dave Elcock?
Dave Elcock. Dave Elcock was that to me.
Yeah, a show.
Yeah, he was that to me.
We didn't have a choice. No, parents used to pay more than I guess
Dave Elcock was the man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And after that, you know, Tony and Dale and Paul and Nikki. I used to listen to them every morning. You know, that sort of thing. And because I am not somebody who is afraid to give people their kudos.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You know what I mean? Glenn Antwine, God rest his soul, was to me, he was the best radio announcer, as in the act of radio announcing, where Glenn Antwine he was exact. So he would know what ad coming up and he would refer to the ad and he would say, well, coming up, I'm so thirsty, let's have an orchard. Boom, orchard start. So these are things smooth coming out and he would laugh. Everything was just coordinated, correct. He was the neatest, and I ain't lying to tell you, 98.9 afternoon drive used to start at 4 o'clock when I started to do the afternoon drive.
Right.
When I go into work, he used to start 3 o'clock. I listened to he going to work, you know. I listened again an hour Glenn Antwine. I listened to he. And when I go on the thing, I trying to do what he.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was to me, he was perfect.
Gotcha. And
really good.
Watching all now doing it and doing the same.
Yeah.
Some of them names you call never really sing no soca and thing. How come up for you and JW? But when it reach, all you going to sing? How all you decide how you going to do that? That's part of the character too.
I feel so. Because Jason had a song in 98.9 named Oi Oi Oi.
Yes.
He started to sing before me. He explored his singing side before me. Well, you know, it was just a song. I think he did with Chas, whatever. And then we decided, well, boy, let me sing a song now. We had a slang. It had a slang called Eater Food. And we decided, boy, let me sing a song and we will call it Eater Food. So we went, what the producer name is, boy? I forget his name. Young Marcel's dad, they had a studio. And Julio is the producer, was there. And he said, well, you know, you can come by we and do the song.
Right.
And we decided, well, all right, cool. We come in and do the song. And we came up with Eater Food and thing. And it was Kicks.
Right.
Honestly, it was Kicks. It was supposed to be part of the whole morning show Kicks.
Right.
And we say, well, we're going to submit it for Soca Monarch. Then we say, but wait now. That time they used to judge Soca Monarch by CD.
Okay.
Right? The prelims was CD,
okay.
Yeah. We name on the list for semis finals. So we like, what? We get through to semi-finals?
So yeah, no t-shirt again.
Well, there we go. So semi-finals was in the stadium on the side, outside in the side there with the party and thing.
Yeah.
Boy, we went and we gave it all.
I remember.
All. And we mash up the place and we come off saying, how them people like that song, boy?
Serious. That's why I come out a fridge and thing.
That was the finals.
Oh, the finals was the fridge?
That was the finals. And then when we check it, we say we reach finals in Soca Monarch. Here we, nah. Well, we call Lewis Appliances, Derek Lewis, and we call Derek Lewis and Dean Lewis. Hey, we have an idea. Jason can fit in a fridge. I can't fit in a fridge. I go fit in a freezer, right? And we want to, Jason will bust out a fridge and I go bust out a freezer. So, it comes Soca Monarch night now, they wheel me in, I in a freezer, lie down, Jason in a fridge. Here we did study how we go and communicate with one another to know when one another go in and bust out, boy. We in fridge and freezer. So we set up all of the mic. Oh, you ready? Hoping the next person here. You ready? All right, 3, 4, now. I bust out the freezer, he bust out the fridge. And then, we had a good time. So results time come now. Mm-hmm. So people amping up in the back, boy, that's real good.
Yeah.
So we started to say, this gonna be real good. So anyway, they started a call from 5th. So they call 5th. We in here, we name. We say, what? Like we come 4th?
Yeah.
We are 4th. We come we name. Here we, nah. Don't tell me we come 3rd here. We are 3rd. 2nd. 1st. We come last. We said, when we are 2nd here, we nah. Don't tell me we win, you know. Don't tell me we win, so come on. No. We done set a plan for the little million already. Next thing we hear somebody else. And here, now, let's come last, boy. What's that, man? Hey.
A good mileage for Louis Appliances, first and foremost.
It was excellent, and we always indebted to them.
But core memories for we too, because they come out, you ain't expecting nothing like that at that point in time.
We had fun. We really had fun, and we had another song. Can't remember, and then we say, well, boy, I said, Jason, let we do this. Let me try and see if we could do something now.
Yeah.
So we had this slang. I used to say Palance now on radio. Right. The first person to use Palance was Kes. Kes used to listen to our show. I don't know if he still listens now, but he used to listen. And he used Palance in his song. Right? And we used to say Palance all the time. And I remember I was by Mileage Mark. I was changing tires. And I sit down there. And Colonel come to change tires same time. This was in 2009. And I say, Colonel boy, I say, Kitch boy, we wanna sing a song, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, you're not serious. Mm-hmm. I say, yeah. If I write a song for you, all you have to be serious, eh? I say, Kitch, we'll be serious, I promise. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what to write it on now? All this happening one time. What topic to write it on? I say, well, we had this thing called Palance. Yeah, Palance is, where is that? Mm-hmm. I said, well, Palance is to have a good time. You're balancing all over the place, you're having a good time. Mm-hmm. And you say, well, all right, cool. Well, I will try and do something for you. Kitch meaning take me on.
Oh, this is in Mileage Mark. Conversation.
Yeah, we go on, he go on, so I go on, so Kitch meaning take me on. Mm. So that was just after Carnival. Right. Or probably during Carnival. And I started to call Kitch. Saying he didn't answer, saying whatever, and I keep on calling him. Kitch, we have about thing. And then I always remember August. Because my first daughter she was probably 2-3 weeks old. Wow. She was born in August. Mm-hmm. And she was a baby. I was going somewhere with her. And Kitch called me. That time I was living in Diamond Vale. Kitch called and he said, hey, I have something, boy. I have something. I said, serious? Mm-hmm. He said, yeah, I'm bringing it. I'm coming out. And when he come and he played the Palance, I said, that is it, boy, Kitch, boy. Mm. So I called Jason one time. I said, Jason. So we ended up going and record it now. But it didn't have Palance in when we on the road. It didn't have that. It just started jump up. And we recorded and everything was good. And then, bam, they lose the recording.
The original recording?
Yeah, they lose the recording. They lose all the instruments, everything. And kids say, well, I'll come and record this over, you know. I say, serious? He say, I had to do over everything, whatever. And he put in some more little things. And then recorded Palance. And Jason had to go to Synergy.
Right, of course.
He said, cool, I had to go to Synergy. Mm-hmm. And myself, Kitch, Garrett, we sit down there and it was like, it's missing something, you know. It's missing something. Mm-hmm. And he say, Garrett say, sing this. Palance in when we on the road. And I say, all right. He said, Blaze, go in the booth and sing it. And I sing it, ting. And they say, all right, cool. That is it. And Patrice ended up coming. Patrice did background vocals for us. Patrice Roberts. And all of that, and then the song came out, and we released the song, and we didn't think anything of it.
What's the reaction when you release it? People liking it?
Not really.
Yeah, serious?
No, nobody didn't really take it on. I mean, we on radio, but Jason and I were always of the opinion that we should not overdo it.
Okay.
Because we believe that people would say, them fellas just pressing their own tune and all.
That was the debate.
That's unfair. And that was unfair. Mm-hmm. So whenever we played once a shift, if men choose to play, they play it.
Right.
And it started to play. by us on Red first, and then men started to say, hey, you sing the Palance? Say, yeah, we heard. But we had on point one. Say, serious? Okay, no?
Yeah, because before then, the songs you all singing, like I see all they performing in B Square. It's not like all they wasn't performing all they was outside.
Yeah, but
it wasn't really big.
Nah, that was just
other
fun
stations
thing.
wasn't right.
Nah, other stations ain't taking me on. You know what I mean? Nobody taking me on. So, you said, how come point one playing it? Okay, no point one.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, they went playing thing just so. So you say, yeah, serious? And then we got like a booking, Tribe Ice. We're like, what? Tribe Ice? All right, tell them X amount of 1,000.
Yeah.
And we performed it, and that was like one of the first places we performed at Tribe Ice. And when we saw the reaction, it just mushroomed from there. It just mushroomed from there, and it was like we couldn't control it. Jason and we didn't know how to control that song, you know. We was just performing and having a good time and thing, and then we was all over the place with bookings and thing. And then we say, well, Miles, here what's going on? You kind of more
manage it.
Yeah, you kind of more thing than we. We kind of scatter now. He more
organized.
Yeah, organized. So we say, Miles, here what's going on? You will take all the bookings, your thing, you'll manage whatever, and that was it.
So when all they had it initially, they had the dance and thing to go with it? Or how that come up?
I think it was Pablo, you know. I think it was Pablo. Between Pablo and Destra, they were saying that you all have something with it. It just can't be all they just run over the stage like two madmen, which we were doing at that time. You understand? All they had you know, they kind of taught us because they were in Pablo used to be with Marshall and them, and Destra, well, Destra is Queen Destra. And they say all they had a thing, and they say, why though? And we was like, serious? And we started to tell people what to do, and it developed into that.
So the crowd started responding.
The crowd started to respond because the tune was done big already. So people started to respond to it, and that was it. And
at what point the video come about? Because the video is one of them iconic things too. Like,
that video, that's Jason. Jason, he like visuals now. I's audio, and he like. And he came up with the thing, and he was like, well, like Cookie Man, son. And I was like,
just run down.
Yeah, so why? Because if you notice in the video, like the first scenes and thing, I'm not there.
Right.
I come in on the scene up, but we did it up Chancellor and that sort of thing. So he pushed for that now. I wasn't even there.
Right, yeah, serious.
I was like, that was a Sunday, and he was like, hey, we're going to do it. And I say, yeah, cool, yeah, go ahead now, and I'm home. You understand? He was more the visuals man. So that was his concept, which was a real brilliant concept at that time. And we had some guys from Synergy, and Synergy had all the men who,
right, of course, who
know to do videos. And so we had that team, and it was just it was fun.
Yeah, well, but all it was fun. That was all the brand, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when the amount of paper fly in that video, it's almost like the video just keep building and again, weirder and weirder. It's no confetti, it's just office paper.
That was Toyota, you know.
That was Toyota
office, yeah. Andre Batiste lent us the office.
A next fun guy.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, just clean up after.
So somebody had to put all the paper in that copy.
Yeah, Jason, all them had to sweep it up. I wasn't there, I tell you, I wasn't there.
Well, I really hear you say with my Judah, salute to Judah in Zest FM thing I was hearing you saying that when you all do it, so you have no idea where it will go. You have no plans like that.
No idea, man.
Yeah, so we went on to win with it for people who didn't know.
Boy, we didn't even know we would have won that night. We just did the best that we could, and we said, listen, we know how this thing does go.
Right. You have experience.
This is soca, monarch.
Don't get too excited.
Don't get too excited. And that night, when we realized that you win and beat people, Iowa George didn't show up.
At all.
That's the only time Iowa George never show up. Iowa was in the final, and Iowa never came.
Wow. Yeah,
and
make sure
I was like, Iowa, how come you never come? And he was like, I know Len only beat me.
He said that?
Yeah.
That's why we love Iowa.
He said, yeah, I was saying, nah, I wasn't letting all beat me. He said, because I know that night, my cutters was booked for sure with that tune. Yeah, he said, I know letting all beat me. So Iowa never showed up.
Yeah. So what's the reaction this time when they do the countdown? You know you have a chance. You know you're up there with the win.
Yeah, but I know, come on. Come on.
Different to eat a food.
Yeah, the eater food was...
Yeah.
And we sang a tune in Bamsiology. It was... was real terrible. We sing some terrible songs too, you know.
But I remember Ole coming on the radio and say somebody tell Ole you shouldn't put Bamsi or something.
Yeah. We went too hard. It should have been softer.
Yeah, could have softened it. Yeah.
Bumperology or something. We should have softened it.
I guess.
It was too
rough.
Yeah.
I remember seeing Ole coming out in, could have been Lara Fett at that point in time. That year, Lara All Inclusive was still the All Inclusive and Ole went there. At that time, you're going as Soca Monarch winners.
Yeah.
What is like performing as a Soca Monarch winner after that?
Boy, that was real surreal, you know. Because, I mean, you looking at people like your icons, Super Blue. You know, you're looking at Marshall, you're looking at Desiree, Fian, you're looking at Bungie. These people passed through before us now. And it's like, remember, this is really not our core job, you know.
Yeah.
So to come and do this and beat some of those people was real surreal. Because when we won the Friday, we went to Girl Power one time. Girl Power, I think, was in Jenny's.
Right.
And when they introduced us, we was like, wait, boy, we really win Soca Monarch, boy? You serious? We need to start a plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We need to start a plan for next year because this thing looking serious. You know? And then when it happened, everybody was saying that, well, Kitch too. Right. Kitch real guide us, Colonel real know his stuff. And Colonel told us, he said, let me show you something. He said, you know you win road march? He said, kiddies. He said, kiddies, the Saturday and the Sunday will tell you if you win road march.
So let's see it.
And, well, I watch kiddies. I make sure. We went kiddies, we watch, and all them children wanted was Palance. All they wanted. And we was like, wow.
Yeah.
It looking good. You know what I mean? And when it came out, and we heard it, we broke a record that was even... It was even bigger. It was like we break record, Super Blue and Kitchen and Lord Kitchen and thing. We break their record, 417.
Wow.
You know, and they used to call us to Nowhereian.
Marshall is still saying that.
Yeah, they say them is to Nowhereian because them come from nowhere. They have no soca pedigree.
They go on clear, go on with everything.
Yeah. So, you know, and then, well, the next year, it was a disaster, you know. Next year we came plummeting back to earth.
But in that year, you're going everywhere, but after
that... you're calling promoters like, hey, do you remember? Yeah, I'll call you back. That next year was... that was a rude awakening, boy. What? That next... And I mean, listen, I could say it. You know, the people talk about Soca Mafia and whatever. We passed through that.
Right.
And I would tell you, if your song ain't good, it ain't good.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. In 2011, our song wasn't good. So we got the wasn't good treatment.
Right? Answer. Well, fair.
Yeah. And we ain't vexed with nobody because that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's your spirit too. You a man is tend to... you say what you say and you move on. From what I know, you move on. You know what I mean? So even after Road March and winning in the way you win, because it really just feels soca artists who could say they sweep like all this.
Yeah.
You're thinking that this song Good and Good is one of the greatest songs in history? Because no, it has no soca argument without Palance up there in it.
Yeah. We didn't think that.
Yeah, you do have that in mind.
Yeah, we didn't think that because, I mean, you in the realm of Dollar Wine, you're in the realm of Rupee Jump, you're in the realm of It's Carnival.
Yeah.
I mean, who thought we would have been in that realm? Those realm, that realm is for seasoned people.
Gotcha. Well, the seasoned man Marshall certainly didn't think so because he seemed to think every time I see all and again, we'll talk about your interviewing too. Have you done as one of the greatest interviews, right? Because I'm lucky to talk to people who like you who could talk. But you just interview random people on the radio and get stories that's insane.
Yeah.
But one of Marshall's best interviews is with you all. Yes, and I remember his reaction.
That morning.
Like he kept saying, all ain't come from nowhere. Almost like if he was disappointed in the rest of Soca fraternity for letting all through the gate and wait.
I leave all 1 year to take care of this thing and all let them to nowhere and come and take it from all you. I leave only once, you know.
You pay attention to any of that?
Nah. I mean, I'm saying you don't study those things because, I mean, at the end of the day, boy, Corie, let me tell you something. In this life, in this world, in this career, everybody have opinions. Everybody have opinions and you can't let everybody's opinion affect you or misdirect you or throw you off of your path. you say it, and you move on. And you don't hold nobody enemies.
Yeah.
That man say that, well, all right.
Yeah, that's your opinion.
Yeah, a man say that. I mean, you tell him one your mind and you move on.
Right.
I remember when CJ, Colin Jackman, CJ,
right.
he went on a article and called me soca rapist. He called me and Jason soca rapist. Hey, meanwhile, that was so different because here what happened. We on the radio and we was like, we read the article. We on our morning show. And we was like, yo, this man called me soca rapist. And we weren't happy about it. And leaving the radio, going downstairs, leaving Red, and being in the corner, who I could see coming up the road? CJ.
I sure you didn't tell him that, you just let it slide, right?
I let him have it. What's that one? Jason see CJ raised up beyond for a 5 and Jason gave him a 5. I say, how you can get here a 5, boy? I say, CJ, son, come from my neighbor here. Boy, I didn't mean it, so I said, but go from here, boy.
Yeah, that's harsh words. Soca rapist, man.
Soca rapist, you know?
Yeah, that you can't put that
I let CJ have it right on what's the name of that street that we're there?
The corner.
Gattaca. By light up Gattaca. CJ cross the road. And I said, Jason, you sell. When you get here 5 a.m., well, you know, it was just a reaction. I say, you sell. Oh, you get here, he now call it a soca rapist.
Yeah, Jason just going along.
Yeah, Jason, he's a cool fella. He don't want no trouble.
Yeah, of course. But you buy that.
Yeah, one time.
No, that camaraderie between two of y'all.
Yeah.
The first thing We Time says, JW and Blaze again, friends to the very end.
To the very end.
The end, come on.
But
the end come prematurely.
But the end came and it came back, you know?
Right, yeah.
Because that was a whole thing with the politics, and it's not that I was back in any particular party.
Right.
It was just that we took pride in our brand, not interfering politically. Mm-hmm. In 2010, we had Palance. In 2010, a particular party asked us to use Palance for their thing, and we told them no.
Well, it's on that check, boy.
Yeah, because we didn't want to be involved.
Of course, I got you.
You know what I mean? And on our morning show, we never really picked no side. Nobody
leave it open.
Yeah, we cool. We it's in both sides. We saying what we had to say, and everybody has a choice.
Right.
You know, and Jason made his choice, and that was cool.
That's when he decided to run, right?
To run. Mm-hmm. And I tell him, well, cool. Mm-hmm. You know, that's fine. But I don't want to be drawn into that because remember, I still on radio. I still have to maintain my objectivity. And I am doing a show called Rundown, where I have to be objective.
Yeah, any side could get it.
Come on. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I have to stay away from that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So for me, it wasn't personal, it was just business.
Gotcha.
Where I have to stay away from this. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And well, you know, Jason, he lost. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, he did a good job.
Yeah,
but
politics.
Things happen. That's how the cookie crumbles. Mm-hmm. And then, remember, if you come back now with people would stamp it. People would stamp and say, well, we always know both of them was PNM, or we always know both of them was UNC. So it would have damaged my brand too, because I work hard to stay away from that. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I'm still working hard to kind of be in the middle.
Right.
You know, so it was a business decision where, it can't work.
I understand.
It just can't come back like that because it would damage.
Yeah.
And when I stayed there to rebuild it, it would damage why I rebuild. Mm-hmm. So there had to happen.
I understand.
You know what I mean? It wasn't a personal thing. It was business.
So they treat it as business. Personally, are they good or?
Personally, we good.
Okay, well, that's good.
We good now. Mm-hmm. We were estranged for a while, of course.
Yeah.
You know, but now we cool. Mm-hmm. We Irie because we be big men.
Yeah, both all the controlling the mornings in the country now, TV and radio.
You controlling TV, I controlling radio. What? We good.
Yeah, I understand.
What we thinking one another for? We in primary school here.
Yeah. Watch him. Your callers would like it to be so. Your callers is call and say.
Yeah, they call the thing the man and show nobody protect him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes.
More or less.
So before, you had two shows we had to talk about Rundown, and they would kill me if I bring up Drama Wednesday, right? But politics is not something you would do at all, because I remember randomly seeing you again, this straddling the two things come up all the time, because somewhere along the line I see you in Gong and thing at MBA. How you end up going back to school and what happened?
Boy,
What caused that?
I always, I like education. I like to study to a certain extent. Right? And I always wanted to go back to school. And my wife, Gamali, she was going to do her MBA.
Lockjack too?
No, Sam.
Okay.
So I was like, better come and do MBA.
That's how it's work.
Yeah, I said, I better come and thing. And she was like, well, yeah, I think it's something good for you to do because it will show you theory. She's more studied. She's brighter than me, right? And I ended up going and do my MBA. Went through 2 years or whatever and graduated. And, it showed me a different part where you have this thing in your brain and you know about branding, you know about X, Y, and Z, but it showed you the theory behind it.
Of course.
Which I think is very important to know where it come from and the theory behind it and this law and that law and this affect this and that affect that. So I decided, well, hey, Marley say, let's go. And I say, all right, let's go. And I remember the night to pay,
Yeah. Not
a hefty sum, yeah. And the night before we had to go and pay, I say, girl, feel like going to do the MBA again. And she like, you better come and do it. You better come and, because I watching that money saying, boy, I could buy X and Y with that, yes? And she say, better come and do it.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? So I just went and do it, and it proved well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Congrats on that, because I remember, I guess as a fan of the show, you kind of see the split, and then you wonder, okay, what's going to happen when it's you alone? I up to today, I was shocked that they never brought in another co-host. I said, Blaze going to do this by himself, boy, because you're also good at playing that persona that sometimes Jason go be the serious man and you go be the clown on the show and you reverse it. You're great at playing that role. And I do remember somewhere close to the end, because I know Jason from St. James. Being around St. James for years. So when I hear you running for politics, apart I'm happy too. I feel more of us need to do that.
Of course. I agree.
I kind of like you, I don't want to stay in the middle. But when I see that, I say, all right, well, I feel like I know him, I know his mind. I feel we go be in good hands if he win.
Yeah.
And someone wanted a new mayor. If he's the mayor for long enough, Jason
we'll try our thing.
Yeah, I mean, but when closer to the end, before he announced that, I started seeing, especially when you weren't there, the way his persona in Drama Wednesday for me started to change. I got to talk to him about it when he come here, right? But he started to seem like he fed up with it. Like he wanted to be more serious. And when I look back at it in the background, I say, I feel he must have done get a call. So he changing his mind. But I wonder now, how one man gonna play that role? Yeah. Because so if you decide to be serious, you have no counterpart to make the jokes. Yeah. But if you start to be the comedian this morning, you have no serious counterpart. So how difficult was that?
Well, it was difficult at first because remember you work with this person, so you play off of them, you bounce off of them, and we did so many things together. We were like husband and wife.
Mm-hmm. All right, we have that clip, right?
Or we were like in a marriage. You know what I mean? It was like that. And when Jason, the Friday when he left, I cry on air, because I losing my this is my right hand, I see left hand, whatever the case may be. And I was in a state where I didn't know how this would be. You know, how advertisers would look at this, how this would happen. You know what I mean? What's happening here? Is I alone? I had to stand up here alone. And then I say, well, I spoke to Miles. I said, Miles, well, here going on. You had to, talk a little more, because Miles is a quiet fella.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? You're a quiet, cool, calm fella. He's good at music, good at organization, but he's a cool, calm guy. I say, well, you gotta talk a little bit more. You gotta talk plenty. I go handle 99%, but you gotta come in a little 1%. And then, obviously, our callers could hold their own.
Yeah, I suppose.
They could hold their own. So just move with it. Just move.
Yeah, boy.
Just move with it. And it will move.
Well, it moved.
It moved. And it, thank God, has been successful since.
Yeah, congrats. Like now when you hear it, Miles is a big part of the show. Miles talking, 1% again.
Yeah. Percentage going up.
Yeah, of course. And you all have find a balance between each other. And I always felt like, you see, when you do the MBAs, I do an MBA too, and I feel like it helps me a lot with just broad general knowledge. Like,
yes.
So you end up adjusting so fast.
You could
you can swing it in
maneuver.
direction.
It shows you differentiation, this, that, the other. All those nice big words.
Yeah.
You learn what it really meant.
Yeah. I guess you could handle anything from that standpoint.
Yeah.
So let's talk about runway first and you'll close the drum,
Rundown.
right? Rundown.
Yeah.
I say runway the first time.
Yeah.
All right, runway in my mind, the hotel out.
The hotel.
That ain't gonna be good. Right? I don't let my wife more runway. That ain't gonna be good. So Rundown, what's the origins of it? What the concept came about?
Rundown was developed by Golda. It was a newsroom development for CNC3 newsroom.
Right.
So I think Golda, Ria, Chester Sambrano, they were spearheading it. But they didn't have a host.
Right.
Because none of them could have hosted it because they're journalists and they need to be seen as journalists. And they called me for audition. And I was like, you're calling me for audition? Ice Blaze.
Yeah, you can audition.
You audition me.
You don't know where you'll get.
Yeah, you audition me. So I was like, you know what, boy Blaze, humble yourself.
Yeah.
And go on the audition. Right? And I went the audition and they played a few clips and just they put the teleprompter and thing just to see how you bounce off of it. And then I did it. And they was like, all right, cool. Well, we'll start. Yeah. Let's start. And I say, well, you start with this, so we start with you. Let's go. And we started to do it and that was it. Yeah. From there, I mean, that's plenty of my story. Like, that was it.
Just get into it.
Yeah, just got into it. And, it had a few hurdles along the way where a few politicians got mad at you.
Yeah, I was wondering that because he is going.
Yeah. A few politicians mad at you. But I must say that most so-called politicians, they're cool.
So they take it in good stride.
Yeah. And we are not disrespectful. And I always tell people, that show is not a show of fiction. It is a show of fact. Right. Because you actually did it. I just analyze why you did it or probably how you did it. So, but the show is fact because you did do it.
Yeah, boy. But only has some angles on Rundown, boy. Only has some belly,
Yeah.
It's funny. I think I had Ian Allen on the day.
We had Ian Allen, we had Gary, we had plenty of people.
Yeah, so people still come and taking the peacock.
Men coming. We had politicians too, a lot of people come by us because really and truly I think and I remember doing a function at that time. Mr. Alwari, he was the AG at that time and it was in Hyatt and I hosted the function and he was like, he said it in his speech and he said Rundown made him feel, how to put it, made him laugh at himself. Where he probably was taking himself a little too seriously. And he said, at first, I didn't really like it. He said, but after a while, I realized, hey, you had to laugh at yourself. And he took it in stride and he always liked it. He would always, hey, when is the season, this and that and the other. Yeah, then people started out to watch it to see if they end up on it.
I guess, yeah.
You understand? So people watching it, not because they want to see who end up on it and if they end up on it.
Yeah.
So we started to get clips with people saying, I don't want to end up on the Rundown. We started to actually get clips of people saying that.
Yeah, like before we started, we were talking about that, like how important shows like that are for our local, just documentation, for our own energy. Our youths must see us, or see themselves.
True.
In ways as we do it.
True.
How much is the backlash for Drama Wednesday now?
Backlash.
So is it people really frightened? Like I hear artists talk all the time when you bring them for interviews, like they're trying to avoid the Wednesday. Is that a real thing?
It's a real thing.
Seriously.
Men will be like, I'll come any other day except Wednesday. I'll come in Wednesday. So Wednesday is like a no-no for many people. Artists, anybody who, public.
Right.
Most people don't come. I remember a time Talbury come. Talbury did our singer. Drama Wednesday. Oh God, don't do me that. That's Talbury. And Talbury come and he says like, Talbury, hey, they're just passing through the stations now. And you're like, Talbury, today's drama, your car. I don't know if you want to come. And you're like, yeah, I can take the drama. I can take the drama. Right, good with that, man. Thing. And Talbury come and a man called, hi, Talbury. So Talbury, who is that? So here, Talbury, but you left the bed without saying goodbye. And Talbury said, who is that? Talbury leave one time,
Serious,
that was it. Talbury said, no, I gone. And I'm not coming back here on a Wednesday.
But yeah, some people who's brave it.
People who's brave it, and most people is brave it because there are some song to release, and they know a lot of people listening.
Well, I guess it's always up.
And they want to do it. But most of the time, most people would leave drama with their shoulders down.
Really?
Yeah, because them callers is hit them.
Serious?
They hit them real hard, you know.
But it's true
I had to be breaks in for...
No, but you was do a good job. It's a man named Queen's Flip, right? I see sometimes he's part fight, but then the man to blow.
Yeah.
I find you do that sometimes too, you know. But Farmer, when Farmer come there,
Farmer, them a customer with Farmer.
Listen, Farmer is funny. Yeah. And that one particularly I like a lot with Blink Foxy and something, you know. He's leave good?
Yeah, Blink Fox leave good.
All right, good.
But Blink Fox are none to lose, you know.
But he go.
Yeah, Blink Fox.
After a while, they get Blink Fox, give man dance all rhythm. Let me them some
Blink Fox, boy. Blink Fox. At that time, I'd studied to manage Blink Fox, you know. But Devon, God rest his soul, Devon Matthews. Devon say, Blaze, just leave Blink Fox alone. I say, nah, boy, I want to manage. I bring Blink Fox over here, you start Red Run and thing. Blink Fox mash up the place with washing machine dance and thing.
Bad.
Yeah, Blink Fox. Look, you remember Blink Fox.
Yeah, 100% from all your show. But Fox. Trevor says, boy.
Woo. Yeah, boy.
How hard that is to manage?
He don't care, boy. Real hard, boy. He don't care because...
That's a selfish question. We wonder if to book him. How hard it is to...
You see here, I don't think he understands radio parameters now.
Yeah.
So you bring in somebody who don't really understand, who don't care. So I remember somebody told Trevor Sayers thing, and he just tell them about their mother one time, and I was like, Trevor, no, you can't tell them that. You can't say that. And he was like, why? Well, he tell me what so and somebody tell him something, and he say, well, someone tell him something, and he say, well, push it up in yourself. Yeah. And I like, yo, you can't say that. And he was like, well, I tell him.
Yeah.
So, if you're bringing him, brother, you gotta manage.
So your reactions to them thing real? What we seeing is real?
Yeah, that's real. I was like, Trevor, you can't say that. You can't tell people that. Yeah, but he don't tell me so I tell him.
Yeah. So it's no official backlash, like letter and them kind of thing. People is just taking it as not too much of that.
Yeah, not too much. We've never, I don't know. Every management get it and they hide it. I don't know, but I have never gotten.
Oh,
I just got Scott eye and them kind of thing that we can handle now.
But I wonder how long drama was there, because to me it's one of the longest lasting, at least segments. And like I always remember Gladiator on the radio, and Gladiator whole show was a drama.
Yeah, boy.
He had drama every day.
It
was chaotic.
Yeah.
But all
he played the music and
it going, but only have that energy now in that space. And it's something that's been going on. Your callers still asking for it. It's something that you all just continue
still
to
asking.
You ever try to stop it?
I never try to stop it because I like it.
Yeah.
I never try to stop it. I like it. I don't want to stop it.
So you in it?
Yeah, I in it to win it.
I got you. Well, I appreciate it. You showing up every day and doing it.
I in it to win it.
If you had to say where your future is, like radio and things, still love it, still going to continue?
Still love it, 100%. Because radio has given me everything. Thing I have. I mean, all the TV, all this, that. It came from radio. So I believe that's my source of strength in media. So I will never turn my back on radio. And I genuinely love radio. My dream was to be on radio. So I am on radio now. So I'm not letting go of the dream. And I feel like every day is the first day. I just go out there 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When men might be, well, I tired of this and I fed up. And no, I going out because something will happen. That's how look at my show. Something will happen.
Something's up.
Some laugh going and take place. Somebody going to say something off. It going and be real good, or you'll get some piece of information you never knew before, or you're given some piece of information, or you can help somebody that need help. I remember we spoke to a guy, and the guy he wanted to commit suicide, and we talk him down.
Yeah,
you know. And I remember meeting a guy, and this is no thing. The man, I met him. I was Lyman somewhere, by a bar or something, and he said, "Oh, you're going Blazy? You're Blazy?" I say, "Yeah." He say, "I want to tell you thanks a lot." I say, "What is that?" He and boy, I listen to it every morning. He say, "And I ain't lying to tell you." He say, "I was working somewhere and he was with this girl." He say, "And boy, the girl end up with like one of his supervisors now.
Right.
He said, and it was real hard now because he was real into the girl, he gave her everything, whatever. He said, and Blaze, I mean, like to tell you, he said, I leave home with a big knife. He said, and I was going, and he said, I was going to kill her, you know.
Wow.
He said, I was going for her. He said, and I listened to all you. He said, and all they make me laugh. He said, and I just take the next thing and I turned back and I went back home. He said, all they make me laugh, and he said, all they save she life. He said, all they save my life.
Yeah.
He said, and I just telling you, he was dressed in coveralls. He said, and I just telling you that. He said, all they don't know what you always do for people in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He said, I would have been in jail.
Imagine that. Well, I want to echo that sentiment, brother. I want to thank you personally because see, me and my son usually listening to every morning. We just waiting for Shirley to call all the characters. Thanks for making the space for that. And wait, is Paddy B?
Paddy B, boy.
Wait, Paddy B.
Paddy B's the new star.
Oh my God.
Paddy B,
something will happen.
Paddy B, I don't know what Paddy B have with 0.1, man. Yeah. But Paddy B no always happen 96.1 and just bring it by us. And I'll be like,
yeah, I wonder what's happening.
I don't want to know what's going on in 0.1.
When you see Tweets and Shal and Goofy, I wonder how them things is go.
Well, Goofy does pass me straight sometimes. He go say, Shal cool, Shal. Yeah. At time I see Tweez, boy. Me and Tweez from way back. Yeah? Right. Me and Tweez real good. And I see Tweez, boy, and I say, boy, this just come for Tweez all the time. And I be telling Tweez. So I say, like, let me pass by Tweez and just see his reaction. And he was like, hey, Blaze. I said, hey, Tweez, how you go, I said, all right. Tweez cool.
You know, it's just a show.
Tweez cool. It's just a show.
Well, thanks a million, brother.
Of course, my bro.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, man. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it.